We were approached just before Christmas last year from a lady who was becoming more and more disabled and had a problem looking after her horse. It turned out to be Digger here. Now, she had desperately tried to find a home for him, but basically people were just not prepared to take on a horse as big as this. So we had space at the farm and I agreed to take him on. I didn't quite realise how big he was actually going to appear when he appeared off the lorry. He's certainly the largest horse that has ever been to Belwade. As with all horses that come to the farm, they are assessed by the vet and we look at what problems they might have or the potential problems they might produce.
Well, Digger is a 5-year-old Clydesdale gelding. He has two problems. In his left hind leg he has string halt, and in his right hind leg, more seriously, we suspect that he has a condition called osteochondrosis, which is where a little piece of cartilage breaks free in the joint and floats about in the joint space and causes irritation, pain and eventually arthritis. Well, we did the initial assessment with him and it was obvious that he was, well, the string halt is very obvious, and we also spotted the fact that he was lame in the opposite leg and could see that there was quite a bit of swelling in the opposite hock. These cases almost always require surgery, and we're lucky at the charity here that we have the orthopaedic speciality backup of Edinburgh Vet School, where he's to undergo a general anaesthetic, exploration of the joint, and hopefully a piece of cartilage will be found to remove. The aim of the charity is to rehome as many cases as possible, and I believe there's a big demand for these large working horses, and I would hope that he will be rehomable, and I would hope that he will undertake light work at least.
He's weighing actually at the moment just over 700 kilos. For the size of horse that he is, it could be anywhere from 700 to 1,000 kilos. If you imagine a horse that needs to eat about 2–2.5% of its body weight per day, so if you work it out, he will be eating anywhere between 20 to 25 kilos of food per day. That's not a very cheap horse to keep. Digger really is going to get the best of care that he can get. But we also have to be realistic. Horses are flight animals. They are used to living in a herd group. We humans use them for work or for pleasure, but we have to make sure, and this is one thing that we in the charity, making sure that we're not making any action that might be detrimental to the horse. Now, if Digger has the worst case scenario, that there's nothing that the veterinary profession can do, then we will have to be faced with a decision whether he has a future or not. And if it's the case that he has to be put to sleep, well, at least we know that he's not going to be in any more pain. And that is our main objective, to have a pain-free life. So I would love to be able to see him going back to what he was originally bred to do. And that's either working on the land, that's be ploughing, or even in forestry. These big heavy horses are very adaptable to that sort of work. Even just the sheer strength of him, you can imagine him being able to work on the land and whatever useful job he can do.